Hi folks, welcome to another edition from the Mayor's Desk, and wow, what a couple of weeks we've had. Tumultuous time, big change for Whyalla. I won't go back over it, everybody knows what's happened. It's all happened for the good. We are now able to move forward with the government's coming up with that $2.4 billion package to save our steelworks, pay our workers, pay our contractors, two governments that are dead set to make sure we succeed. So we are looking forward to a much brighter future than we were a couple of weeks ago. Yes, we've still got lots of questions, but the administrators are on site. In fact, we have our, I do believe next week, the first creditors talks. So they are really getting moving in communicating so strongly with our community, and that's what they want to do. They want to keep you all informed about what's happening. So as I said, we look forward to the future and I wish everybody well in whatever happens now as far as your business, your job, because we know things are going to be sorted. So that was great news, fantastic couple of weeks. Now, going back to our council meeting, the main item which I know you will be interested in if you haven't already heard, and I do thoroughly recommend you go to our agenda for some background information because you are going to hear a lot more. Council will be going to you, the community, for a significant period of consultation to get your views on what you think about extending the current dry zone in the Westland area citywide. That's over the whole city. Too many reasons to go into now, so I really do encourage you, read the agenda, get some background information so you are ready to contribute. We are currently, right at this moment, putting together a consultation plan to go out to the community to see what your thoughts are. We know there is a lot of issues within the community. We know there's a lot of angst about behavioural issues, alcohol consumption in that area and other areas of Whyalla. So we will be putting out, looking for your views. It's not a quick fix and it will take, there is legislation we have to comply with. We can't just go and say, right, we're going to extend the dry zone or we're going to go citywide. There is a procedure council has to go through and we have to get Attorney General approval, and there's a lot of information we have to collate and then put a proposition up. It will take 4 months of consultation. Every member of the community, if you've got a view, you want to have a say, you will have that opportunity. You will see a lot of publicity coming out from council soon about how that consultation is going to go. Now, there was some erroneous information, that is wrong information, put up on a Facebook page very early in the piece. Once council put the motion through at its last council meeting, council has not decided, council has not put a ban. Very wrong if you have read that and think council has already made a decision. Council is going to the community, which we have to do and we want to do, to get your thoughts before then council has to look at that response and come up with a decision. So that will be coming up soon. You will all have the opportunity to comment and have your views known. So watch this space in that terminology, because I'll talk about it again and you'll see a lot more information coming out. A couple of things in our agenda. I always say every agenda has a range of info that if you are serious and really want to know what is being done, what council services are available, always different reports in every agenda. I just want to highlight two. Our library is going gangbusters. The amount of people that use it, the services that are provided. If you think back to the, well, old days, goes back to my days. A library was a place you would see silence signs everywhere. You only borrowed, you only read, nothing else. Libraries today are so different, and so is ours. And I just quote half a dozen figures here to give you an idea of just how good our library is. These figures relate to last year. Before I mention last year's figure, in 2023, we had around about 4,500 active library members. Last year, we had almost 4,600. So that's gone up. Community members walking in through the door. Last year, almost 57,000 people walked through the door at the library. Year before, around about 2,000 less. DVDs are still popular. 12,500 were borrowed last year. And if you look at all items borrowed, almost 110,000 items borrowed from the library. Now that was books, it was also e-books, e-audio books, e-magazines and newspapers. But the figure that really stands out to me, that just shows how much the community is using library services, in 2023, 6,300 went on the website. Last year, that was up to 24,500. That is a fantastic increase and really shows the services that the library is providing are being wanted by the community. And the other one that impressed me, they have so many programs for our youngsters. In 2023, just over 4,000 participated. Last year, it was getting close to 6,000. And that's our library. So if you haven't been to the library for a long time, yes, it is about to go through some renovations. It will be out of action for a month or so. New shelving, whole range of new facilities going in there, upgrading. It's amazing how long that library has been there. It might only seem like a couple of years ago that it was built, but quite a long time ago. So once it is back in action, another reason to really get involved and use our library. And the other one that I'm sure will interest you, I always like to highlight this to show how the community, you out there, are an incredible extra pair of eyes for council. In the 4 months from October to January, we had almost 2,000 public requests. That's requests from the community who have seen something they think needs attention, needs repairs. If you look at that over 4 months and average it, that's like 6,000 requests every year for things that you see needing attention. We need that extra pair of eyes that then goes on the list of jobs that we can maintain. No surprises in the nature of requests, covering footpath repairs, and we are seeing more issues at the moment, particularly with our concrete footpaths because of the drought, the hot weather we've had. That is causing issues. We've had lots of requests to assess trees, tree trimming. Yes, it is great to have so much of a green canopy helping our city, keeping us cool, improving our environment, but they get old, they get big, and they need more attention. Median strip cleanups, and assortment relating to playgrounds, parks, gardens, open spaces in general. Interesting that the majority of requests still come in by telephone. 48% of you ring us up, goes on the jobs list, boom, it get action. Email, 18%, but the one that is growing exceptionally well is My Local Services app. That was also up around about 18% of you use that. And people I know that use it think it's fantastic. You don't need to go into great explanation. You can take a photo of what your issue is, if it's a footpath, if it's a tree, and you send it via the app, and that gets recorded and goes in the list. So, as I keep saying, you're really interested in what is happening, always information in the council agenda of those sorts of services, the results, and what is happening. I reckon I've probably gone over time. I should mention, just before I go though, just getting back to the future of the steelworks and mines, please go to our website. If you're a business owner, there are business packages that are available for small businesses that are indirectly affected. Won't go into it now, but you might be a small business, a retailer, and your business has really been impacted. There are packages available. Go to our website and that'll tell you who to contact. And also we're going into what I call Mad March of Merriment with our Unearth Festival getting underway. Heap of programs planned. Go to our Whyalla.com. Make sure you make the most of it. And now that the sun is even shining brighter with the future of our steelworks, make sure you thoroughly enjoy March. See you next time. Cheers.